James.
And I'm Flip.
We're from Main Ingredient, catering company just outside London, and today we're going to show you a great little recipe. We're going to show you how to make a rice pilaf. In our rice pilaf, we're going to have some brown basmati rice. We're going to use some red onion and whole spices. We've got cumin seed, cloves, cinnamon and cardamom pods. And then at the end we're going to throw in some cooked petit pois and put some fresh mint and fresh dill through it. It's an Indian rice dish, a pilaf, but it's just a little bit more interesting with these added ingredients rather than your standard pilau rice. So first of all, we're going to put the whole spices into a pan and we're going to dry fry them. And then we're going to add in some onion and give that a really good colour. We're going to caramelise that off a bit. So first of all, we're putting in the dry frying and the whole spices, then we're going to pop in the ghee. Now ghee is an Indian, like a clarified butter. It's very rich, but it just gives a really lovely creamy texture to the rice. You can of course use a light olive oil, or you can use a vegetable oil, or you can use butter. Then we're going to add in the red onion and caramelise that off. So we're going to pop the lid on and we're going to let that cook for about 3 to 4 minutes.
On a very low heat.
So the onion's been cooking for about 3 or 4 minutes, and now we're going to add the rice. Now the secret to perfect rice is the quantities. So we've got in here up to 15 fluid ounces on the measuring jug of rice, and in here up to 25 fluid ounces of liquid. So we're going to pop the rice into the pan and coat it with all the ghee that's melted in the pan already. And what you want to do is turn it over and coat every single grain with the oil or the ghee, but you don't want to stir it so much that you release all the starch. That's what gives you really sticky, over starchy rice. And now we're going to add the liquid. You can of course use stock. You could use a vegetable stock or a chicken stock instead, which will give it a nice flavour.
Yeah, a little bit more depth. It's still lovely with just water.
And then you pop all the liquid in. You give it one stir.
There we go.
And then you pop the lid on and you turn it down to the lowest possible heat for exactly 15 minutes. So the pilaf has been cooking for about 15 minutes and all the liquid has been absorbed. And we're now going to add the peas. As the peas are frozen and defrosted, that means they've already been cooked. So we don't need to cook them again, and we don't want them to lose their colour. That's why we pop them in at the last minute. And it's a rustic dish, so you don't need to remove the whole spices. So we're just going to pop them in, and the heat of the rice will cook them through. So then we're going to add almost all of the herbs. We're just going to reserve a little bit for decoration on the top.
There we go. And this is how we make rice pilaf.